Hi everyone, welcome to EU Practic. Breaking news: a game-changing pension reform is here. The Indian government has notified the Union Pension Scheme 2025. If you are a government employee or planning your retirement, you need to watch this video till the end. Will this scheme ensure financial security for millions? Will it fix the shortcomings of NPS? Let's dive deep. Before we get into the details of UPS, let us understand why India's pension system needed a major overhaul. Till now, there are two OPS pension schemes. One is Old Pension Scheme and the another one is National Pension Scheme. OPS is pre-2004 and with effect from 1st April 2004, NPS has been introduced. In OPS, government has guaranteed 50% of last basic pay drawn by retired employee as pension. Whereas in NPS, it is not the guaranteed pension amount, but it is linked to your markets. Why is it so? In NPS, every month 10% of the employee's basic plus DA is contributed to NPS, as well as employer contributes 14% of basic plus DA into NPS. These 10 percentage amount and 14 percentage amount will be deposited into NPS, and in turn National Pension Scheme will invest these amounts into different pension schemes. Protection against inflation has been provided in the case of OPS, Old Pension Scheme, through dearness allowance hike, whereas in NPS it is not available as it is linked with the markets. And in OPS there is no concept of lump sum withdrawal, whereas in NPS 60% of the amount can be withdrawn as lump sum amount. In OPS the burden of government is too high, and in NPS it is only employer's contribution. Every month 14% of the contribution will be deposited into NPS. Now I want you to take a guess on the picture showing on the screen to decide who is under OPS and who is under NPS, and let me know in the comment section below your thoughts. The problem here is employees wanted stability, but the government wanted sustainability. So to come up with UPS is the middle ground. So what's new in UPS? UPS is an hybrid model which combines both OPS and NPS. Here is what it offers. The contribution of employees will be 10% of basic plus DA. Matching central government contribution will also be at 10% of basic pay plus DA. Both will be credited to employees' individual corpus. Further, government will also contribute additional 8.5% of the basic plus DA for supporting assured payouts under the UPS. Guaranteed pension will be 50% of average basic pay of last 12 months. It is inflation linked through DA adjustments. Minimum guaranteed pension in UPS is 10,000 per month. Guaranteed pension of 50% of average basic pay of last 12 months is payable only after a minimum of 25 years of qualifying service. In case of lesser qualifying service, proportionate payout will be there. Wondering if you qualify for UPS? Unified Pension Scheme is applicable only for central government employees. Even the existing central government employees who are under National Pension Scheme has been given an option to choose UPS. Further, all the future employees who are joining central government will be given an option to choose either NPS or UPS. Option 1 chosen is irreversible. It means it is final. Family pension of 60% of retirees' pension is provided. Further, lump sum benefits at one tenth of the salary, which is basic plus DA, is provided for each 6 months period. Let us crunch some numbers for better understanding. How much pension will you get? Some of the key assumptions in the calculations are, as already mentioned, qualifying service of 25 years or more should be there so as to get full assured payout of 50% of last 12 months basic pay, and there should not be any missing credits to the individual corpus. It means all contributions of the employee as well as employers has to be credited regularly, and there should not be any missing credits. Employees has opted for default pattern of investment. Here, similar to NPS, UPS has also an option for the employees to choose either default pattern for investment, or they can choose their own pattern of investment of the individual corpus. In UPS, benchmark corpus will be created. So what is benchmark corpus? Benchmark corpus is calculated as regular receipt of your contributions of individual corpus, which includes both employer share of 10% of basic plus DA, and in case of any missing contribution for any month, a value will be decided by the pension fund, and investment of such contributions is made as per the default pattern. Assuming these things, a benchmark corpus will be created and calculated against your individual corpus. Now we will see the calculation part. This is the scenarios what we have discussed in the previous slide. Here for one of the employee we have taken 12-month average basic pay before retiring is 45,000, which is denoted as P. An employee has qualifying service of 25 years, which is coming to 300 months. 25 years into 12 months is equal to 300 months, which has been denoted as Q. And there are no missing contributions. All contributions of the employee have been credited. Further, employee has opted for default pattern of investment, and employee did not make any partial withdrawals. In this case, you can observe that your individual corpus as well as benchmark corpus are both equal. Here you can see value of the individual corpus is 50 lakhs and benchmark corpus is also 50 lakhs. There are no missing credits, as well as the default pattern of the investment has been chosen by the employee. The assured payout will be 50% of your last 12 months basic pay. So which is coming to 45,000 divided by 2 into qualifying service is also 25 years. So it is coming to 300 by 300 converted into numbers, and individual corpus divided by benchmarkers, it is equal to equivalent. So hence 1. So the pension amount is coming to 22,500. Plus anyway dearness allowance will be available. So in this case, assured payout is equal to full assured payout, because the minimum qualifying service is 25 years and your individual corpus is equal to the benchmark corpus. Let's jump on to the scenario 2. Here he fulfills all the conditions except the minimum qualifying service of 25 years. In this case, the employee has served 15 years of before superannuation. So it is coming to 180 months. So here in the Q place it is 180 months. Hence it is coming to 13,500, and in this case also IC is equivalent to BC because he has chosen default pattern of investment and there are no missing credits. And he did not make any partial withdrawals. So proportionately, in the previous case you can see it is 22,500 for 25 years of service. For 15 years of service it is coming to 13,500. Proportionate pension has been given. Scenario 3. Same year, instead of 15 years in the previous scenario, here it is 10 years. So minimum qualifying service in UPS is 10 years. So we have taken here the 10 years for calculation, which is coming converted into months, 120 months. So it is coming to 9,000 rupees for 45,000 basic pay. So as already mentioned, in UPS it is minimum guaranteed pension is 10,000. Hence here in this case he will get the 10,000 amount as minimum guaranteed pension plus and DNS allowance will be there. Come to another scenario. The employee fulfills all the conditions of 1, 3, 4 default pattern of he has chosen default pattern of investment, but he has made partial withdrawals from the IC individual corpus. So accordingly the calculation has been changed. Here IC individual corpus may because of withdrawals he is having 22 lakhs at the time of retirement, whereas the benchmark corpus is 25 lakhs. Accordingly the proportionate calculation has been done. Hence pension amount of 8,800 is coming. So in this case assured payout of 10,000 minimum guaranteed 10,000 will not be given because he has withdrawn, he has made partial withdrawals. The next scenario, here there is a calculation mistake. I think it is because instead of 8,800 it should have been somewhere around 7,920. Here all the conditions of 1 to 4 and 5 has been fulfilled. Only the condition there are some missing credits. Accordingly IC will be reduced. So IC at the time of retirement is 45 lakhs, whereas it should have been somewhere around 50 lakhs if there would have been regular credits every month. So accordingly 45,000 divided by 45 lakh divided by 50 lakh proportionate calculation has been done. So the pension amount is coming to 20,250. Moving to the next scenario, here also the employee fulfills all the conditions starting from 1 to 4, but he had made the partial withdrawal. Accordingly proportionate calculation will be done. Here you can see it is coming to 40 lakh divided by 50 lakh proportionate calculation has been done. We'll jump on to the next scenario. Here employee fulfill all the conditions 1, 2, 3 and 5, but he has chosen his own choice of investment instead of the default pattern. This is a new case. Here you can see because of his individual choice of pattern, the individual corpus at retirement is coming to 55 lakhs, whereas the benchmark corpus, instead of he choosing the investment pattern, if the pension fund regulatory and development authority has chosen the investment of the corpus, then it could have been 50 lakhs, but instead of his own option it has become 55 lakhs. So here the calculation part you can see it is only 50 lakh divided by 50 lakhs. And what about the remaining amount, the difference of 5 lakhs, which is IC minus BC? So this 5 lakh will be given to the employee. And the end you can see in this case employee will get a credit of excess value of individual corpus over the benchmark corpus, that is 5 lakh in his designated bank account at retirement. Because of his own risk he has generated extra returns of 5 lakhs which is over and above the benchmark corpus. So he will get full assured pension of 22,500. In addition he will get 5 lakhs in his designated account at the time of retirement. This is what if one chosen the individual pattern of investment. So what about the case where because of his own investment choice the individual corpus amount is coming to lesser than the benchmark corpus? We'll see in the next scenario. The employee opted for investment choices as in the individual corpus, and value of the individual corpus is lower than the benchmark. So here at the time of retirement individual corpus is 45 lakhs, whereas the benchmark corpus should have been 50 lakhs. So accordingly the calculation has been made. 20,250 is the pension amount. And here it is clearly written that as the employee did not recoup the value of the investment corpus. Here the employee has been given an option to recoup the individual corpus to the extent of benchmark corpus. Here in this case if the employee has recouped the individual corpus of difference amount 5 lakhs, then in this case he can get the entire full assured pension payout. If the employee partially recoups the individual corpus, the same case in the previous scenario, individual corpus is 45 lakhs whereas benchmark corpus should have been 50 lakhs. In this case he has deposited 2,50,000 into the individual corpus. So accordingly, the calculation has been made. In this case also, there is a difference of 2,50,000 compared to benchmark corpus. Hence, here he is not getting the full pension amount. Next, we will move to the lump sum amount calculation. Here the basic pay is 45,000 and dearness allowance at present, which is at 53%, calculation is coming to 23,850. As for lump sum amount calculation, the total emoluments basic plus DA is coming to 68,850. Lump sum amount which is allowed in UPS is 10% of monthly emoluments, which is basic pay plus DA for every completed 6 months of service. So 10%, which is coming to 68,850 for 6 months period. For different years of service, the lump sum amount calculation has been done in this table. For 10 years, it is coming to 20 periods, and accordingly, for different years of service, number of 6 months, periods of 6 months has been calculated, and lump sum amount has been given in the outer column. So, should you switch to UPS? Here is the answer. If you want zero risk and guaranteed pension, yes. Whereas if you prefer high market linked returns with risk, then stay with the NPS. If you are a short tenured employee, if you have only lesser number of years of service, then UPS offers minimum pension security. If you observe the policy document keenly, there are still two things which are uncertain. One is those who joined UPS as an option but resigned or expired before 10 years of service, then in that case, what about the contributed amount to the UPS? And the second one, what is the maximum cap on partial withdrawal? As you know, in the NPS, it is 25% of the employee's contribution can be withdrawn. But what about the case in UPS? These two things are still uncertain. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Like, share and subscribe for the latest update on government policies. Hit the bell icon so you never miss a video.